fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. Okay, everyone, we obviously need to be better in the open court with the ball. Let's set up in 63. Okay, we're good on the drills for now. Let's make sure we're getting better every day.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the Knicks in New York. Well, it was the Knicks in their last game with a loss to the Grizzlies in Memphis. They suffered a blowout loss trying to leave that one in the rear view and focus on the game at hand. On the topic of the playoffs and the length of them, they call it the second season, Shaq. What do you look for in a playoff team as an indicator of their ability to succeed?
Well, we all live by this old old adage, whatever it is. Defense wins championships. Defense is big. What I like about the playoffs, Ernie, physicality. You can't hesitate to give a foul, prevent easy buckets, a.k.a. you got to touch them up.
Got to touch them up, but experience, to me, is probably the biggest thing. Because there's no way to understand playoff basketball until you're there. And so teams that shoot a lot of free throws also has a big advantage because guys get to the line. They know they could slow the game down when things are getting bogged down offensively.
That's what my old buddy Dick Versace used to say.
What?
You know what he used to say about free throw shooting? He called it the NBA's hidden way to score. You forget about free throw shooting a lot, don't you? The NBA's hidden
It's
way.
hidden?
It's hidden.
I would agree with that, Dick.
Yeah, the NBA's hidden way to score. That's just dropping a little Dick Versace knowledge on you. Let's go courtside.
Live from New York, 2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. And this game marks the start of a road trip here for the Jazz. Not one of the better records in the Western Conference. Right now, they're in 12th place.
Yeah, and they're coming in this game also looking for payback after dropping the last one. They play each other just twice this season, and they certainly do not want to be swept.
And you know how it is, Greg. You tend to remember the losses more than the wins. What might have gone differently when you've lost a game. You feel a lot better when you can answer back with a win, but you got to earn it.
The starters for the Utah Jazz, Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Exum is out there with Hood, and it's Hayward in at the 3 slot. For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the Grizzlies of Memphis.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination. You know, it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
It always seems to settle you down when you have some early success in the post.
Here's Porzingis. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Hayward. Feeds it to Hood. Puts up a 3. No good. The Knicks go the other way with it. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, the head coach for the Jazz gave me a few moments to catch up with him. He's looking to even the score in this season series with a win of their own. He told me they can certainly play better than they did the last time and said with their defense and shot blocking, they're planning to make matters difficult at that end of the floor. Kevin, let's see if they can lock them up.
Great stuff, Doris. Thanks. That's a mantra we're going to hear, I think, a lot from coaches. Defense first.
You know, we always do, but it really rings true with this group. When they get all 5 guys keyed in at the defensive end, I think they make things very difficult for the opponent.
Yeah, and I think every single possession is going to be a battle in this one. That's what I'm expecting anyway.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Meeks passes to Aflalo. Johnson kicks to Lopez. Back to Johnson. The pass to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. Some nice passing by New York here. Aflalo, no good.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Hood. An 11-point game for him in the win against San Antonio. Exum with it. Up top, Favors. Hayward outside. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Back to Johnson. They double-team Johnson. So it's Utah here with the ball. And the rejection by Favors. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. Johnson, that's for two. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Johnson, that's for two. Here's Johnson. And in the game with Memphis, he did not play well. And the Knicks miss again. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's a Flalo. 11 points last game. Johnson can't get it to go. Dishes it to Favors. Gobert down low. He's guarded by Meeks. Nice shot by Gobert.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Johnson with it. Now defended by Exum. There's a good screen. A follow outside. 6 to shoot. Johnson, the pass to Porzingis. Here's the three. New York, no good that time either.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Favors with the screen. Exum dishes to Gobert. It's rebounded by New York. Now here's Johnson. He's tightly guarded. Here's Hood. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Utah.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
Let's go now to the 2K leaderboard for a look at some players that have gotten only better as the season's gone on. The top scoring small forwards.
I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
Jazz have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Exum with it. Johnson's there. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got his first points of the game.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
And Meeks kicks to a Flalo. Johnson with it. Now defended by Hayward. That's good. 8-10. Utah leading. There's the feed to Exum. Kicks it to Favors. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. First in scoring, second in free throw percentage, and he's right there among the most efficient scorers in our league. Third overall in field goal percentage.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. at least as I look at it.
Now here's Hayward. He's coming off a 19-point game against San Antonio.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line.
Aflalo, no good.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Burks kicks to Favors. Cannot hit. And New York the other way now. Last time they met was in Utah where they beat the Jazz.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. Taking a look at New York. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the post. A different look for New York. Splitter comes in for Robin Lopez, and Jared Bayless subbed in for Jody Meeks. Utah also making some changes. Lyles checked in for Favors. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Gordon Hayward, and Trey Burks subbed in for Exum. Now here's Burks. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, a great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
Aflalo, that's good.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. That free throw, no good. Can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 9. Pass to Stoudemire. Here's Bayless. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Here's Lyles. And that time, also a missed shot.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Bayless. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Burke. He's guarded by Johnson. And that one's good. Burke.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Johnson from outside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give them a nice little lift, I think, going into the next quarter.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City Dancers. Go on.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Valanos. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Jazz trail by 7. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Utah, Burke is out there with Hood. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Rudy Gobert. So for the Jazz, their last game, a win against San Antonio.
And we're able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're not going to be able to win with a percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
No style points earned for sure, Greg, in that game. But they did hit the big shots when they needed them. And oftentimes it's not what you do as much as when you do it.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
A shot by Johnson, no good. Johnson double teamed. Here's Bayless. He kicks it to Serafin. Gobert with the block. And they're on the break. Here's Hood. Here's Burke. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. They shoot two. And now let's bring up the numbers and show you the point guards with the highest assist rate over the past month. 5th on the list, Freak.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
And that's the thing to me. I mean, as exceptional as their assist numbers are, it's their leadership and that ability to direct their offense. That's what makes them stand out.
Here's Hood following the basket by Freak. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Knicks making a switch here. Muscala's checked in. And a switch here also for Utah. Exum's checked in. Johnson, the pass to Meeks. Some nice passing by New York here. Lets it go from 14. New York, no good that time either. Jazz trail by 11. And Favors kicks to Hood. To the paint. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Hayward. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. Putting up about 18 points per, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And you know, that's what stars do. It isn't always about scoring 50 points. It's about making plays consistent.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
Come on, fellas, we got to pick up the pace. If we see an open look, we got to take it. We have to make them play at our tempo.
And stretching back over the break, here's how the Knicks have performed. First in assists, first in field goal percentage, and they're also #1 in three-point shooting. This is a team that loves to cast up shots from behind the arc.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. That's good. Gobert's got his second bucket.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
I tell you what, they've got a nice reservation for him over on the bench if he keeps this up. Fourth turnover already.
Exum kicks to Hood. Johnson over to help. He tries for three. Hood can't get it to go.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
To the middle. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Seraphin's got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Now here's Hayward. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Muscala hits the bucket.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Exum's shot is off. New York leading by 13. Meeks dishes to Johnson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Gobert, the screen. 5 to shoot. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Porzingis. Gobert pulls it in.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Exum kicks to Gobert, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
You know, he's got a lot of length, and right there, he needed every inch of it.
That's true, G.A., you're right. You know, we really don't know that much about him in that department, but my goodness, when he gets up, he can go.
Yeah, he can still punch it when he wants to, though. We saw that, didn't we, fellas?
With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. Taking a look at San Antonio. They've got their eye on the number 1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, there's Utah. Right now, quite a ways down below.
Right now, for the Jazz, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
You know, maybe they'd like to forget it, but there are lessons to take from it as well. I mean, the mistakes they've made this year can't be repeated if they want to get a taste of the postseason anytime soon.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
2 shots.
The first one falls. And Gobert drops them both.
Checking out the game Rudy Gobert is having. He has 8 points and 2 rejections.
Johnson kicks to Meeks. Johnson draws the double. Now Meeks. His last outing, he had 8 points. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Mike Muscala. Booker, he's checked in for Utah. Now, here's Exum. He's guarded closely. Follow against Hayward. Here's Hood. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hood's got 5. The Knicks leading by 11. Out to the wing. Johnson, the pass to Aflalo. Kicks it out to Johnson. Fires from deep. Booker pulls it in. Jazz have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Hayward, right side. The dish to Booker. Looking for Favors. He gets it there. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. For New York, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Porter's checked in for Utah.
Otto Porter.
Jazz trail by 11. Now, here's Exum. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Hayward goes in. No good. Excellent D there from Stoudemire. New York's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
This is the slip.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. Number 1, the Knicks.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Now here's Porter. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Exum dishes to Hayward, but they recover it. Porter, no luck. The Knicks leading by .11. And it's Lopez penetrating. The 3 from Johnson. No luck. And Utah the other way now. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. New York shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Shot to stop the drought. And it's Johnson again missing. Here's Booker, and the lead is down inside single digits. Booker's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Jazz trail by 11. Hayward outside. And stolen by a follow. 3-on-3. Here's Johnson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Johnson's got 9 points in the quarter.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
A different look. The clock runs out.
Knicks fans, these are your...
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Looking at the game for the Prodigy, he's got 21 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
Johnson in at point guard. Aflalo is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Jody Meeks, and it's Lopez in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kurt Rambis. And the shot is good. The Knicks leading by 11. Johnson attacking, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You've got to be kidding tiny. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Johnson's got 6 here in this quarter.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook, really, when you look at how they're playing. They are having their way down low.
Now here's Hayward. Here's Favors. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Johnson in the corner. The tray. And the shot is good. Johnson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Exum kicks to Gobert. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Oh, we've got a moment here. Let's look at the last month and the Knicks and how they ranked in the NBA. First in assists. First in field goal percentage. And they're also #1 in three-point shooting. This is a team that loves to cast up shots from behind the arc.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively. Playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight. And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Gobert the screen. Here's Hood. Got a hand on it. Johnson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Aflalo. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 7 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
Now here's Johnson to the inside. Porzingis. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He talked to his guys about having an open, aggressive approach offensively, saying, quote, forget about playing it safe, let's get after it. And before the huddle broke up, he mentioned playing active defense in transition, telling his guys to be very quick to get back when the ball changes hands. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Johnson for 3, but they get it back. And he makes good on the layup. Seraphin's got 6.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Hood, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Johnson, a wide open look, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Johnson's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Knicks. Exum passes to Hood. He dishes it to Hayward. Favors with the screen. Hayward with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. No good on the 3.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Here's Seraphin. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Good on the shot. 13 points for Rudy Gobert.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And that one's good. And that's 38 points for Johnson.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Favors with the screen. Exum dishes to Favors. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Stoudemire comes in for Porzingis, and Jared Bayless subbed in for Jody Meeks. The Jazz also changing it up. Booker, he's checked in for Gobert. Burks comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Burke in for Exum. And the Jazz with possession here. Following the score by New York. Here's Hood. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
Splitters checked in for the Knicks. New York's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And stolen by Burke. Up the floor. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 8 points.
And that steal paid instant dividends.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
Johnson kicks to Stoudemire. Down low. Splitter. And now let's see who the NBA's hottest shooters have been in the second half of the season. Freak, third.
You know, sometimes getting on the All-Star team gives you a boost in confidence, and sometimes if you don't make it, it can refocus you and stir you up a little bit. This guy's been razor sharp since the All-Star break and is playing like a guy who wants to win.
Porter's checked in for Utah. Good on the second free throw. Jazz have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Here's Burke. And the shot is long.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Booker the pass to Burke. And Splitter pulls it down. Splitter's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. A shot by Johnson, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Burke kicks to Porter. Burks in the corner. Another miss by Utah.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
A clear look for Johnson. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The steal. Pass to Johnson. Right wing. Here's Bayless. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Bayless has got 8 points.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Porter in the corner. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Splitter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Johnson for 3. Good. Johnson's got 41.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Burks. Right now, he's averaging 11 points a game. And that one's good.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here. A lot of tough teams in this league, Kevin. Here's where New York sits right now. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with.
And that one's good.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive. You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
Johnson kicks to Stoudemire. Banked in off the glass.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Now, here's Burks. D right on him. And stolen by Splitter. And now the Knicks on the break. And Johnson with the stuff.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
Shots good by Lyles.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Johnson double teamed. Here's Bayless. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson's feet. Johnson's got assist number 8 now on the night. Burks kicks to Porter. Booker dishes to Burke. That's short off the rim. From deep, Johnson. And again, New York with the triple.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. And he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And for the Knicks, their shooting and offensive execution has been beyond. So it's the Jazz now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Hayward goes in, and that one's good. Hayward's got 4 points in the quarter.
Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
Jones kicks to Serafin. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Pass to Hood. Fires from the wing. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Back to Johnson. From deep three-point range. Kept alive by New York. Tries again. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And what a game for Serafin. He has 14 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Lyle comes in for Alec Burks, and it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Hood. That's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
2 points, Dragons.
On defense, the Knicks. Here's Porter, and finally they hit one.
There's got to be some defensive help there. I mean, the size difference is just too great.
Johnson, the pass to Muscala. There's a screen. Bayless dishes to Johnson. No good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Porter kicks to Burke. He feeds it to Hayward. And it's Hayward again missing. New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Johnson draws the double. To the wing right side. The three. Muscala hits the bucket.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Burke, the pass to Hayward. And it's Hayward again missing.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
And Utah making a change here. Fouls checked in. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Again, the miss by Hayward. The three from Johnson. And again, New York with the triple.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
The Jazz shooting around 40% from the floor here. Now, here's Burke. He's guarded by Johnson. Powell. Another miss by Utah.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
So it's Utah now.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for New York.
Clark, the differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
They made the defense adjust by moving the ball like that, and there was no answer for it.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch this team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll have now won 70 on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
I tell you what, Greg, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Johnson. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Fourth team foul. At the line for your Knicks.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Seraphin. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Porter passes to Lyles. Now here's Burke. Defense right on him. Hayward dishes to Burke. Just 4 to shoot. A three-pointer off the mark. New York with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Johnson for 3, and he gets it to go. Johnson's got 55.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking.
Oh, yeah. Good win.
Well, once again, you filled the box score up. Yet another triple-double. How many more are we going to see this year?
I mean, I guess however many games we have left on the schedule, boys. That's an answer. Hey, I might even get 2 triple-doubles in one game. I don't know if that's possible, but I'll probably do it. I'm going to call it a double, triple-double.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoy.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Orlando Magic. Checking out the Magic, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games. And as we march toward the end of the regular season, Shaq, I want your opinion on veterans being rested in back-to-back games.
You know what, Ernie, you hear a lot of people complain, but let me tell you from personal reasons, it's the right thing to do in some cases, especially for the older teams to have a real shot to win a championship. Popovich has been doing it. Look how many rings he got.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about extending the
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Noche Latina, the NBA's celebration of the Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Last outing for Orlando, the loss to Chicago. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan. They never figured out how to attack the defense.
A look at the Magic starting group. Payton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. Harris at the 4, Vucevic in the middle. And it's McKenzie in at the 3 slot. Johnson against Payton. Corner shot. And the basket by Johnson. Here's Orlando now. And here is Payton. Passes to McKenzie. It's good from long range.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Orlando on D. Pass to Porzingis. It's stolen by Harris. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Now the pass to McKenzie. 6 to shoot. A floater, and the layup is good. He's got 5.
Now there's some real right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Johnson from outside. And it's Johnson again missing. Oladipo outside. Here's McKenzie. Off target with his 3. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. On the wing, Johnson. Covered by Payton. And count it. 3-pointer good on the shot from Johnson. Johnson's got 5 now.
And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
Here's Payton. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. From deep. Orlando gets it back. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Oladipo for 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Magic head coach and I had a chance to talk just for a bit. They're facing a team that they've yet to beat this season. 2 losses. And I asked him what they needed to do to turn it around. He said, quote, at the end of the day, it comes down to putting points on the board. And we've got to find a way to be effective despite their shot blocking. Even if we shoot a few more jumpers, if we can crash the boards, we'll create some good opportunities. Guys, they need to break through and grab a win here today.
Thank you, Doris, and quite a focus for the game here early on, and an important one too, guys.
Yeah, I mean, up against this team, finding ways to crack their defensive shell is always going to be the #1 challenge.
And I would say it would be the #2 and #3 challenges as well, guys. I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Pass to Porzingis. Aflalo dishes to Seraphin. Here's Johnson. No good off the back of the rim.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And it's Vucevic missing. So for New York, their last game, a win against Utah.
And in that game, guys, they were just about as dominant defensively on the interior as you could ever be.
And once they got a few rejections, they had opposing scorers looking for those long arms and hands, and it caused hesitation in taking shots in there. Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Serafin. New York, no good that time either. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Kenzie passes to Payton. Picked by Vucevic. Payton drives in. Kicks to Harris. It's Oladipo on the wing. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Oladipo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Dishes it to Serafin. On the money from 12 feet away.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City Dancers. Go on and give it up.
Let's take this moment to bring you a leaderboard featuring a very well-rounded group. The top NBA the last 10 games. 5th on the list, Tobias Harris.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
I think you've got to look at their athleticism. I mean, they make up for all the size and bulk they may give away to the post specialists. And really, that's how they're able to compete in there. Athleticism gives them an edge.
Now here's Austin. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Here's the screen. And taken away by Johnson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
We've got a moment now to see how the Magic are doing in the NBA rankings right now. 7th in blocks, 10th in free throw percentage. And they're in the top half of the league in challenging those shots. The opponent field goal percentage, the top half of the league. Not bad.
And going back to their block shots, they're fearless, challenging shooters and contesting everything. You end up on a few The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
To the wing on the left. And Bayless kicks to Johnson. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's the screen. Gordon with a screen on Johnson. And he gets it to go.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Lopez dishes to Johnson. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got 10 points in the game.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Passes it to Hazania. From deep. No good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Johnson left side. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Johnson again missing. Orlando trailing here. Pass to Hazania. Gordon kicks to Watson. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Norberg. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Knicks have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Johnson gets the bucket.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Clarkson, tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City Dancers. Go on and give it up.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Meeks. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 6 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
And Stoudemire pulls it down. The Knicks leading by 5. And Bayless kicks to Johnson. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Johnson's got 15 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. There's the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Azania. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
For the 3. Here's Lopez. Up top, Meeks. He dishes it to Johnson. He feeds it to Stoudemire. Back to Johnson. Tries again. And again, it's New York. The Magic trail by 9. 30 seconds left in the first. To the left wing. Will it go? Good on the shot. He's got 5.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Over to the wing. Bayless the pass to Johnson. And again, it's New York. Norbert. And that's not going to go. And that does it for the first quarter. Knicks out front. They lead by 8. And the second quarter. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
Here are the Magic now. Johnson, he's in at point guard. Splitter is out there with Stoudemire. Then there's a Flalo, and it's Austin in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz really lit up the floor. He had 55 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. Taking a look at New York, they continue to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, there's the Magic. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And seeing where the Magic are, they've never been able to take that next step this season and really break away from the pack.
And, you know, they're running out of opportunities to finally make that surge, partner. They're leaving themselves in a tough position in terms of the playoffs.
To the inside. And a follow. Bucket on the assist by Johnson. Flalo's got the lead up to 11 now for the Knicks. Payton kicks to Harris. McKenzie passes to Harris. And stolen by a Flalo. And now the Knicks on the break. Johnson's got the ball. Count that one. Flalo's got his second bucket of the night. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
New York moving it around. Johnson from outside. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight, and a foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
Timeout on the court. Charge to Orlando.
In front of you now is the list of teams that haven't missed many shots at all since the All-Star break. Number 1, the Knicks.
Kevin, all shooters need to have good legs. Part 2 of the season has given these guys fresh legs.
Picked by Vucevic. Payton drives in. The pass to McKenzie. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. New York leading by 11. Out to the right wing. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Just absolute domination in this one for Johnson. He's got 24 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
No doubt, Clark. They'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
First trip to the line for him here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. And there's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
The Magic trail by 13. Passes it to McKenzie. There's the dish to Vucevic. Inside, Heaton. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
And stretching back over the break, here's how the Knicks have performed. First in assists, first in shooting percentage. And they're also number 1 in three-point shooting. This is a team that loves to cast up shots from behind the arc.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
To the right side. Pick by Vucevic. 6 to shoot. Harris setting the pick for Oladipo. Off the screen. And another shot. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Tobias Harris.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Pass to McKenzie. Harris inside. No good off the front iron.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, it was just a terrible shot.
And there's the pass to McKenzie. Over to the left wing. Payton outside. Harris a screen on Johnson. Payton drives in. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Harris missing again.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
The feed to Austin. And here's Johnson outside. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Thiago Splitter. That's his first foul. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Splitter. And a switcher also for Orlando. Watson's checked in. Passes it to McKenzie. Stolen by Serafin. Here's Austin. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
And the first one at the line is good. Robin Lopez is checked in for New York. Gordon's checked in for Orlando. Hezonja comes in for Victor Oladipo.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Lopez with the steal. Johnson with it. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Five on the clock. He kicks it to Aflalo. Takes the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. A lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Azania. Picked by Vucevic. Lets it go from deep. Johnson with some nice D. New York leading by 17. Baseline jumper. Here's Lopez. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. He's got to be relentless.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Serafin with the ball. Now guarded by Vucevic. And he gets it to go. 35 points for Johnson.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Here's Harris, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
It's been a good night for Harris. He's got 8 points.
And through one half, it hasn't even been. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You know, I'm not sure that he can continue to shoot the 3 as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
You know, sometimes, Greg, you have those nights where the basket just looks twice as large as it is. Grand Canyon size. It might be one of those nights for him.
On the court for Orlando, the backcourt is Payton and Oladipo. Harris at the 4, Vucevic in the middle, and it's McKenzie in at the 3. Here's Harris, a terrific shot on the turnaround. Harris has got 12 points in the game. Johnson outside. New York moving it around. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. New York shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
That free throw good from Serafin. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Picked by Vucevic. The kick out to Oladipo. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 3rd assist on the night.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Yeah, but just the 2nd turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively.
Yeah, I like what they're doing here, and that's really what it's all about. When you don't beat yourself, you become hard to beat.
And they had their chances, 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Now here's Johnson. He has 38 in the game. The 9-foot shot, and he hits the jump shot. Johnson's got 40 points.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Payton drives in. That's good.
That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference.
The Magic have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Johnson from outside. Kept alive by New York.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's McKenzie. It's rebounded by Serafin.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Johnson can't drop the tough three-pointer.
There are going to be times, I think, when it's okay to take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Well, when would the times be, partner? Well, I'll get back to you later. The only excuse for a shot like that is if you're trying to beat the buzzer. That's the only time you can justify it.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City Dancers.
And now a moment to see the stats for Aflalo, how his last 10 games have gone. Averaging about 7 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Oladipo. Can't hit, so New York will take it the other way. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. The Magic trail by 19. Out to Harris. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Harris has got 14.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
This is a list of the guys that have been dialed in at the free throw line lately since the All-Star break. No one has been better. Freak number 1.
Well, free throw shooting is about concentration and staying focused, not being distracted. And sometimes after the All-Star break, some guys waver a little bit in those areas. But not him. This guy's been rock solid from the line.
Here's Serafin. New York, no good that time either.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Payton drives in. Good. Payton's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Johnson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, right here, Kevin, we can get a look at New York and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. First in scoring.
Shooting for New York.
First in assists. And they're also number 1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. The Magic trail by 16. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Payton against Johnson. Feeds it to Vucevic. To the middle. Harris dishes to Payton. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Payton's got 7 now in this quarter. The Knicks leading by 14. And it's Johnson penetrating. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Kevin Serafin. Payton against Johnson.
Sticking too much.
Clock at 6. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Johnson's got 46 points. Oladipo, the pass to McKenzie. Kicks it to Harris. Pass to McKenzie. Orlando moving the ball around. Payton's shot is off. The Knicks leading by 17. Johnson kicks to Austin. Inside. Johnson can't get it to go.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Here's McKenzie. Good. And Harris gets the assist. 10 points for him.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Johnson with it. Picked up by Harris. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And that sends Freak to the free throw line. That one on Harris. The Knicks have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. A different look for New York. Robin Lopez is checked in for Splitter. Stoudemire comes in for Porzingis. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Austin. The Magic trail by 17. Now Watson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. They get it again. For New York, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Here's Johnson. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Dishes to Watson. Here's Hazanya. Here's... Oh!
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
A shot by Johnson, no good. The Magic trail by 15. And here's Watson. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Wide open look. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Watson's got his first 2 points. Johnson attacking, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Hazanya. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And it's Gordon missing. The Knicks leading by 15. Bayless dishes to Johnson. From outside, off the mark.
I tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Watson, the pass to Gordon. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
The Magic trail by 17. Watson kicks to Gordon. Out left to the wing. There's the pass to Hazanya. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And 74%, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
And, fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Aaron Aflalo, who's checked in for the Knicks. Stoudemire dishes to Johnson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Johnson's got 55.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
The dish now to Watson. Off target from outside.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Johnson outside.
It's sticking too much.
He feeds it to Meeks. Clock at 6. Aflalo the pass to Lopez. And here's Johnson outside, and he gets it to go. Johnson's got 58.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Watson for 3. No good.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just...
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Knicks out front, running away with it. And we'll be back with you right after this. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And New York looking at who they got. It's Johnson. He's in at the point. Splitter is out there with a follow. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. And it's Austin in at the shooting guard.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Wants to get it to Seraphin and does. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
Here's Harris. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Aflalo's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Johnson for 3. No good. The Magic trail by 19. Fast break. Here come the Magic. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Great look there, but off target. New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Payton drives in, and it's blocked. And here's the fast break. Here's Johnson. Finished off the break. Johnson's got 60.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
And stolen by Splitter. To the paint, here's Seraphin. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 6 assists now in the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Well, Payton in this one, 12 points now, and 3 assists as well.
He misses the free throw for the Knicks. And then for New York, Chris Humphries has checked in for Porzingis. Jody Meeks comes in for Jones. And it's Johnson in for Austin. And it's Johnson penetrating. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
You're right there, Steve. And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, Clark, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
Well, it deflates the opposition when you can be pesky defensively, and then it sparks your offense, and that's what happened for them. When you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's hard to overcome that kind of defensive pressure.
And now racking up there, I can't believe I'm saying it, 71st victory of the season. Wow. Not something that happens often. What a ride it's been for this team.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And this isn't one of those mini series either. I mean, this is a 4-gamer. As hard as it is to beat a team 3 times in a row, it's even harder to do it 4 straight.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Johnson. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
No good on the free throw.
Checking out the game Victor Oladipo is having. 10 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
And New York making a change here. Seraphin's checked in. And there's the 3-second violation. Watson, he's checked in for Oladipo. 34 seconds left in the game. Now, here's Watson. He's guarded by Johnson. Harris a screen on Johnson. Watson kicks to Harris. Here's Norberg. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
And the foul called on Freak. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and they put them on the line.
Yeah, and I'm confident Coach was reminding everybody, don't foul at the start of that possession. Obviously, he didn't get the message.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to...
Well, you absolutely torched them from the outside tonight. Did you feel like you could hit from just about anywhere on the court?
Yeah, but that's how I feel every night, Doris. You know me. When you're the best shooter in the world like I am, that's just how it is.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping.
How about...
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful...
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Mavericks in Dallas. For Dallas, these guys are in the doldrums, a real tough stretch with only one win to show for their last 9 games. And on the topic of Dirk Nowitzki, so many great moments for him throughout his career and, of course, the title. Where is he, Shaq, in your mind, on the all-time power forward list?
Well, he's certainly the best European player to ever play the game, him and Petrovic. He's top 7 in career scoring of any player. I'm impressed that he started off like a non-superstar. First 3 years had trouble, and then he just emerged out of nowhere. Been to the finals, I think, 2 or 3 times, won 1, lost 1. But he's up there. He's definitely up there.
It's the Mavericks in Dallas, Texas for a little interconference action here at the American Airlines Center. And the Knicks looking for a positive start. Here on their road trip, a superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
Well, I think for New York, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
And I know it took a long time for people around the league to trust their success, but I don't think there's anybody left out there who doesn't think they're for real at this point.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Johnson in at point guard. Kevin Seraphin is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Austin in at the 2. That one falls, so he hits both of them.